Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. This video I'm gonna show you how I build the waterfall on my house and some tricks that I use to make it look good. And hopefully that will help you to save some money when you build yours. Okay, so let's get on it. How we went from this to this. The first step was to choose all the stones that I'm gonna use for the first layer on my pool. So I was trying different stones to see which one will fit better. And after I did that, the next step, which was to cut like an inch deep of each stone, but leaving like a little lip on the front. That way it will be able to get checked on the pool that actually the waterfall is inside of your pool. I did this step for all my stones that can be the first layer of the pool, that way you can give and maintain that effect all the way around of the waterfall. Looking at the very waterfall piece inside of the pool. This part right here is when I start like putting all the cement and start putting my first layer together. As you can see, I'm putting cement also around all the edges of each stone and perimeter on the go. I was making sure that I was cleaning after I put some cement around the stones to make sure that they don't dry and they will be like the different color. Then I proceed to start rigging it up a little bit and I continue putting some stones on the first layer, but then also start checking to see how the second layer then under putting some stones, checking everything out, putting the plan together, and then after that I continue, putting more cement and laying the second layer of stones. And what I was doing when they did, some point I started cutting some of the stones, also some corners which you can see here, or some edges to make sure that each stone was pretty fitting side by side. I'm surprised what the supervisor showed. Want to make sure that I was doing a good job, so Jesper gave me some tips on how to put the country and how I needed to lay all my stones on top of each other. And then we continue the process and we continue doing like the third layer here. We were like also doing the same process, like checking our pieces, making sure that all those pieces were fitting. The third layer with the second layer, see how they're gonna match, see how they're gonna look. And then we start playing the concrete. On this party here, you can see also we were laying our piece that is gonna be actually the one that gives us the water pool. All the water source coming inside of the pool. There was a triangle piece with this like the pudding here. And we start putting the concrete and put it in place. As you can see here, like we can continue like testing and putting some stones in here on top of our triangle piece, because those are the stones that I was choosing to make sure that it will tip the water flow going inside of the pool. So this was just a test. After we put these stones, then I was happy with the result. Then I have to test it, so I use some tape to draw some place for the stones, and then I start working on the plumbing, temporary plumbing. It was not set up with any glue or anything. It was just like cutting all the plumbing, getting the elbows and everything ready, and then I was putting it in place, but I was still using just tape, just tested. That was the first step. Is the step that you don't want to skip. Is see how when I test in the pipe and see that I start pouring some water, but then what I notice that the water is coming through, then I turn my pipe again to the front of the pool. I started looking how that water flowed from the pond touched the pool. Now in here I'm checking how the water flow is flowing inside of the pool in here. I'm pretty happy with the result. So I knew that it was a success year. So I go on turn off the water and continue to the next step. So the next step is that I start putting mount the pipe in their own place. I was start putting the glue together, putting the pipe where immutable, and I was ready, confident that everything was working properly. So then I also proceed to start putting cement on the stones along that it wouldn't be creating all this little enclosed that it will push all the water direct first inside of the pool. And surprised again, we did receive the visit of another supervisor and he was checking on our work and making sure that everything was looking good in here and she is happy with the waterfall. So for that, I'm happy too. Well, you can see I was trying to create a natural look on my waterfall, so that's why is the reason you will see some gaps in there that are not filled up with cement. But that's the reason why I left it like that. And this is how it looked on the back. Trust me, it looks better in person than how it looks on the photo. But the end of the day is the back of the waterfall, but I'm happy with the result. And the prompt, as you can see here, is the part that I like the most. The part that all the people will be always looking at it. So I'm happy with the results. And there you go. That's the process that I did to build my waterfalls. Or if you did like the video, please go on, click the subscribe button and give us a like and stay safe. We'll see you at the next one.